Have you ever wondered what the most important commandment in the entire Bible is? Not the most quoted, not the most preached, but the one that holds everything else together. The one that, if you ignore it, no matter how religious you are, you'll feel empty inside. Jesus made it clear in Matthew 22:37 through 38. When asked what the greatest commandment was, he didn't hesitate. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And this is where many stumble, because talking about loving God is easy. But to love Him with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind, that's another story. Today we're going to talk about the truth behind this commandment. And I warn you, it's deeper, more challenging, and more urgent than you think. Stay until the end, because if you truly understand this, it won't just change how you see your faith, it could change your whole life. Loving God, what does it really mean? Is it whispering, "I love you," in a quick bedtime prayer? Is it going to church on Sundays and playing worship music in your car? Or is it something much deeper? The truth is, many have traded relationship for routine. They show up, they participate, they check the boxes, but they don't love. Not because they don't want to, but because they've forgotten what real love even looks like. Jesus didn't say, "You shall obey God." He didn't even say, "You shall believe in God." He said, "You shall love." Why? Because love is the root of everything else, of real obedience, of unshakable faith, of a life with purpose. But how do you love God with all? With all your heart. God isn't just a part of your life, He's the center. Your emotions, your decisions, your priorities revolve around Him. Loving God with all your heart means choosing Him even when it hurts, even when you don't understand, even when it costs you. With all your soul is who you are, your essence. Loving Him with all your soul means surrendering your identity. Not who others expect you to be, not your polished image, but who you are deep down. No masks, no filters. With all your mind, that means your thoughts, your opinions, your beliefs are filtered through His Word. You don't just love God with emotion, you love Him with conviction. And that transforms how you think. Your choices aren't led by culture, they're led by truth. But why is it so hard to love God like that? Because we live in a culture that loves halfway, that confuses love with fleeting feelings, that treats God as just another option on the priority list. And that is where the enemy works. He doesn't need you to reject God. He just needs you to put Him second. Love your job more, your image more, your dreams more than God. And when that happens, you've already broken the most important commandment without even realizing it. But there's more. Loving God isn't some magical feeling that appears out of nowhere. It's a decision, a posture, a practice. Jesus said it clearly. If you love me, you will keep my commandments. That means love shows itself, not through words, but through obedience. If I say I love God, but live like His will, doesn't matter. Do I really love Him? It's like telling someone you love them, but never listening, never seeking them, never doing anything for them. Loving God takes sacrifice. It takes surrender. It takes a kind of giving that isn't always comfortable, but is always powerful. And here's the hardest truth. If we don't love God with all, we will love something else. And that something will become our idol. It could be a person, a dream, even our image of being a Christian. God doesn't want competitors, not because He's selfish, but because He's the only one who can truly hold you up. Everything else will fail you. That's why this commandment isn't a suggestion, it's an emergency. Maybe today, as you watch this, you realize, I've lived a half-hearted faith. I've loved God when it was convenient. I've obeyed up to a point. But guess what? It's not too late. God isn't looking for perfect Christians. He's looking for honest hearts, willing to return, to start over, to love with everything, even when it hurts. And if you want to love God with all, but don't know where to begin, let me give you one phrase. Start by surrendering. Surrender your heart. Surrender your plans. Surrender your will. It's not easy, but it's the only path that leads to true life. Let me pray with you. Lord, forgive us for loving you halfway, for putting you second, for saying we follow you, but drifting in secret. Today, we come back with all our heart, with all our soul, with all our mind. Teach us to love you for real, to obey you even when it's hard, to seek you, not just in our need, but in every moment. Make us believers who love you above all, because you loved us first. Amen. If this message spoke to you, subscribe, not to boost a number, but to keep growing in this real faith. Share this. Maybe someone you know is losing their love for God, and you can be the one to wake them up. Thank you for watching till the end. And remember this, the most important commandment is also the key to real life. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. Don't forget it.